Hey YouTube, today we'll be doing a video review for Asphalt 4 Elite Racing. And let's start. So here we are in the main menu, and if you've already set up a race, you can click race. But let's go through the menu and see what this game's all about. So this is your standard racing game, and there's a lot of cars here for you to choose from, and they all look really good. So let's go into the car section. And you unlock cars as you go past levels, and every race wins you 1 or 2 levels, so there's 100 levels in total. So you get about 25 cars here, and all of them are customizable, and you only have to buy one set of parts for all your cars, and each of your custom setups for each car is saved per car, so you don't have to worry about changing it up every time. So once you go into the customization options, here are all of the different options. As you can see, there are many, and each of these has anywhere from 3 to 7, or 3 to 10 rather, options here for you to choose from, and they all change up the setup of your car. As you can see right here, green is obviously better, red is worse, and let's go back. And the game does start a little hard because you are starting with a Mini Cooper S and another car, but it does get easier as you go on, and once you start getting better cars, the game eventually becomes really easy. So I found myself getting really good, or maybe the game's just really easy. It does have bikes, but they're not as fun as the cars. So let's go on to the next section, which is maps. Or map rather. This is where you choose your next event. So there are 4 different events per each city, and there's a lot of different cities. So let's start with race, which is basically your standard try and get first place mode. And there's versus, where it's you and another car. So that's it, and you play for money. Then there's Beat 'em All, which is similar to some of the modes in Burnout, where you try to crash other cars. So you're essentially trying to crash 6 cars in this one. And then there's also Cop Chase, in which you start out in 7th place, and you are the cop car trying to crash the lead car. And there is also another mode called Cash Attack. So that's 5 modes in total. And in Cash Attack, you basically race around the track and try and earn as much money as possible. So coming in first place will earn you money. Crashing other cars, causing road damage, stuff like that will earn you cash. So those are the 5 different modes of Asphalt 4. Then you also have a girl system, which is rather shallow actually. Provides you with only 3 characters to give you boosts. I would have preferred a little more, but I'm glad they are there for your enjoyment, I guess you could say. You can also play online, but I found it really hard to actually get online, to a point where I didn't do it, because it asks you to open up several ports on your router, and I've tried about 10 different routers. Most routers have those ports closed, so you're either going to have to open ports or just not play online. So let's actually go into the race mode and race. So it loads up pretty quick. And here we are. And as you can see, there's lots of scenery, lots of cars. This game does look very good. So let's start, and let's go into the menu to show you what it looks like. Resume race is obviously obvious. Sound, you can change sound effects, music, turn it off altogether, and there's an options, speedometer, kilometer, miles, wherever you are, USA, Canada, whatever you prefer. Show takedowns. Now this is a special camera that actually shows the cars you've taken down, similar to Burnout, except here on occasion, while you're watching the other car crash, the computer will control your car. And I've had the computer crash my car several times. So it is a problem. It does happen decently often, but you can turn it off. There's also a helicopter camera, which shoots your car from a different angle, vibration on off, and accelerometer. So then there are also camera options, which basically show you your car from different angles. Restart race, help, and main menu, pretty self-explanatory. So let's go into the different control schemes they have. They have tilt, which is really accurate and really fun to use, and it's the preferable way to play, I think. But if you don't want to look stupid on the subway trying to, fool around with your device, you can always go with tap or the wheel. The wheel is not as precise as the other two modes, so tap and tilt are probably your best options here. So I'm going to show you two of the modes actually in my race here. I'll go with tap first, then I'll show you the wheel near the end of the race. And all of these control schemes work either landscape or vertically, so that's your choice. So as you can see, tap, left, right, similar to other games. In the right corner you have your boost and brake buttons. The car goes forward by itself. And you also have your RPM per minute and your speed, kilometers or miles, whatever you set in the menu. Top right is your position, and up top is also in the center wanted and your lap. Wanted is basically how much chaos you cause on the road. After you've caused enough, the police will come after you, but they don't really pose a threat. So you can drift in this game, and you can actually drift around corners by bumping into them. You're not penalized for it, and you're free to do it as much as you want. And what you saw just there was the helicopter and the helicopter cam, which shows your car from a higher angle. And I'll try to show you a couple of takedowns in this section here. What you may notice is that I am tapping the boost button a lot, and it's basically what you have to do to get in first place. You just tap the boost button. As doing drifts at a really high speed gets you more nitro fuel, I guess. So the more you boost, the better it gets. And there you just saw a takedown. Now the cars don't deform or break, but they do flip and turn and twist. So it's pretty fun to watch. On occasion I've had my car taken down, and when that does happen, you're started back on track, but occasionally the game will glitch and you will find your car going through the ground. At that point you have to quit and restart the race. That's kind of a pain. Happened to be about 5 or 6 times during my whole playthrough through this game. Beat it in about I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 hours in total to get from level 1 to 100. And once again, the toughest time I had was in the beginning with the crap Mini Cooper, because it is one of the slowest cars ever, and it's really hard to win a race actually. But once you get some of the faster cars, this game becomes incredibly easy. So let's actually show you the wheel. And as you can see, you can turn it left, right, and you have to use 2 hands obviously here to boost and use the wheel at the same time, but it's alright. As you can see, it's still possible to be in second place even without much control, as you watch me here doing it with one finger. It is less controlled, but since the edges don't slow you down when you bump into them, it's not a big problem. And as you keep going here, we are about to finish, I guess, pretty soon, so I hope you enjoyed watching this review for this game. And what we're going to come to now is the after the race screen, or I guess your results screen is what you'd call it, rather, which shows all your results. And that's it. Thanks for watching.